I have an article here from BoundingToComics.com. Justice League director Zack Snyder slams the concept of respecting canon. You're protecting your god in a weird way. To the surprise of absolutely no one, after all, this is the same man who thought Ezra Miller playing a dollar store Peter Parker was a perfect representation of Barry Allen. Former DCEU architect Zack Snyder has admitted he has no love for the concept of character canon. He was on the Joe Rogan Experience, and I'll link this in the description box. You can read it for yourself. I'm not gonna, or want to watch it for yourself. I'm not going to show the clip or nothing, but basically he's talking about pressed by the show's eponymous hope for his reaction to the more heavy levels of scrutiny his DC films have received from comic fans. He opined that's a lifestyle choice for a lot of people. It's not a movie. If I made a romantic comedy, you'd be like, okay, that was fun, explained the director. The people who love, and by the way that I love, that they feel this passionately. In no way would I criticize that because I live the same life. Because for me, it's morning, noon, and night. But for these guys, it's not just a movie. So you have to, on some level, acknowledge that this is their religion and they feel strongly about it. And the truth is, it's my religion too. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I don't think it's a religion or whatever. I think it's just, but anyway. Turning to the grievances fans have had with his darker, more brutalistic take on DC's roster of superheroes, didn't admit I tend to get in trouble because I do take a deconstructionist view because of The Dark Knight Returns, because of Watchmen. If you read these two comics, it's hard to go back. And it's because I care that I want to take them apart. People are always like, Batman can't kill, it's canon. Okay, the first thing I want to do when you say that is I want to see what happens. And they go, well, don't put him in a situation where he has to kill somebody. And I'm just like, you're just protecting your God in a weird way. You're making your God irrelevant if he can't be in that situation. He now has to deal with that. And he does. What does it mean? Does he stand up to it? Can he survive that as a God, as your God? I don't know about all this talk about religion and protecting your God and stuff. The reason that I disagree with him very strongly about, respecting the canon and stuff is because that's where the interesting stuff comes from. If a character is known for not killing, then all of a sudden you have them start killing people. Well, there needs to be a damn good reason why they weren't doing that before. It's just plus also the idea of not respecting the canon is what leads to a lot of the bullshit we're seeing now. Where because it's not just about killing, not killing, and stuff. It's about the fact that you know Batman. You want to turn Batman into a jokester, a joke telling guy, and so on and such forth. And it's just freaking ridiculous. Not that I'm saying that Zack Snyder ever did that. That was one of the things I liked about Zack Snyder is he didn't have the quippy shit in all of his movies. If anything, you can argue that he needed a little comedy in there, to kind of offset some of the more, predominantly dour moments of the movies he was on or he was worked on. I would disagree with that because I would rather have no comedy than too much. Although I am a fan of comedy and action movies, but that's largely because I want as much action as I can get. There are almost no movies that give me as much action as I truly want. And and I know some of it's because of like the cost and so on and such forth, the effort, the time. But then some of it is also that they just, I like action more than most people. Maybe I don't know. Everybody I know loves action, and they all say the same thing: not enough action, that kind of thing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. There is another article here that talks about speaking of canon, the Crow fans are not having fun with Bill Skarsgård version of Eric Draven. I'll link this article in the description box if you can read it for yourself as well. But I just want to show the picture. This actually came out a while ago, but it's relevant because the whole character canon thing. They show the picture here. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. There's the bigger picture. Look at that. First off, he's got like a short haircut. He looks more like the Joker from the Suicide Squad. Jared Leto's Joker from the Suicide Squad. What is all this? What's all these tattoos? Why is his nipple the eye of one of them? Geez, are you naked, dude? Like Jesus Christ, here's your belly button and here's like your damn underwear and stuff. It's like you might as well not even be wearing anything. At that point. I'm not a fan. It's like this. It's like if they wanted to do the Crow so bad, make it somebody else. All of a sudden, this is Eric. Some of the other characters have been race swapped and stuff and everything. It's been changed so much that those characters aren't the same. So you might as well have made up new characters. Because as I've said before, when you go to the trouble of race swapping and you make all these changes with characters, you should make them new characters instead, because then they're created. They're in there. Like what's the point of doing like Black Jimmy Olsen and stuff? Because in the new Superman movie from James Gunn, Jimmy Olsen's going to be a white man. So all that work you did establishing Black Jimmy and all that stuff, it was worthless. It was pointless. But if you had created a brand new character that was black, like Jimmy's friend or something of that nature, well, that character could be inserted into the movie. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to show you guys that and then talk some about Zack Snyder with the whole canon stuff. I I'm a big believer in respecting the canon because there has to be rules, there has to be boundaries. You want everything grounded in somewhat of like a realism. No matter what the subject matter's about, there has to be something that you can relate to. And canon is that. Not many people can relate to Batman. He's supposed to be, well, in the sense that he's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, but he's also one of the world's greatest fighter. He's in incredible shape. He's super rich. He's this, he's that. Those things aren't really relatable. But the fact that he's a human being, the fact that he has a set of morals and stuff. I'm not going to kill. I'm not going to do this. Now, we can argue about that. I'm not here to argue about whether Batman should kill or not. Because then that's almost a whole other topic. But you have a set of rules that you follow. And if you don't follow those rules for some reason, there has to be an incredibly good reason as to why you don't. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up here. You guys let me know what you think about canon. I mean, of course, I'm a strong proponent of respecting canon, but I understand that there's people out there who probably aren't, and that's fine. We could talk about it and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Like I said, I'll link these in the description box. You can read them for yourself. Thank you very much for watching.